Hey guys, this is Surex Gaming and welcome back to another episode of the Kombat Codex, the series where I provide you with 10 obscure behind the scenes and lore facts that you may or may not have known about characters recently revealed in Mortal Kombat 1. Today's episode is the winner of my most recent poll, and it is Kitana. She was not recently revealed, she was actually revealed in the initial reveal trailer, but we're about a week and a half out from the game, so there's not many reveals going on right now, and yeah, we've got a lot of stuff about Kitana to talk about, so let's get into it. Fact number 1. During Mortal Kombat 9, Kitana has the most screen time of any female character present in the story, as she appears in most of the game's chapters. The only chapters missing Kitana are Striker, Cabal, and Cyber Sub-Zero, whilst her own chapter is Chapter 9. This makes her the most frequently appearing female character in Mortal Kombat 9, beating out even Sonya Blade. Does this make her the main female character of the story? I would say yes. She definitely is the most important female character in MK9's story, but I guess that's up to your discretion. Fact number 2. In MKX, if you play the Mortal Kombat 2 Premiere Tower that cycles around quite rarely, there's a chance to fight Kitana twice during the tower. Once as herself, representing her playable appearance in Mortal Kombat 2, and once more as her mournful variation to represent the secret fight with Jade in the original Mortal Kombat 2. To unlock this secret fight in Mortal Kombat X, you must first play the Premiere Tower featured around MK2, and you must win a flawless victory leading up to the 8th battle of the tower, and then win the 8th battle as well. If these conditions are met, Kitana will challenge you once more in Jade's stead. Moving on to fact number 3. Also during Mortal Kombat X, half of the skins in Kitana's base kit, namely her default skin and unlockable tournament outfit, do not appear at all during the story mode, as you never see her outside of her Revenant form in that game's story. The 2 Revenant skins you see are her default and the Dark Empress skin. This also makes her the only playable Revenant in that game who does not appear in an uncorrupted form during the story, as the other playable Revenants, namely Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Sub-Zero, and Jax, all appear as humans during either flashbacks or by being restored by Raiden during the story mode. Fact number 4. In Mortal Kombat 11, Kitana is technically the ruler of 2 realms at the same time, as the younger Kitana is chosen by Kotal to become Khan of Outworld after she rebels and defeats Shao Kahn, and whilst her older Revenant self is still the Empress of the Netherrealm. During this game as well, Kitana is the only character who doesn't fight her Revenant self, as they only meet once during the end of the game, but Kronika rewinds time before they can battle. Moving on to fact number 5. In the Mortal Kombat mobile game, it is possible to unlock an exclusive skin for Kitana not featured in any of the mainline games. This is her Day of the Dead skin that was themed around the holiday of the same name. This design is really good for starters. It's an awesome Kitana skin. However, it unfortunately does not cross over into any of the mainline games, and it seems pretty unlikely that they will at this point. Other characters who received Day of the Dead skins were Erron Black and Jade, and for both of these characters, the story is the same. The skins do not cross over into the mainline game, unfortunately. Moving on to fact number 6. Calling back to Tanya's Kombat Codex episode, you may remember one of the facts that Kitana was originally planned and in development to be playable in Mortal Kombat 4's initial release. However, she was scrapped and repurposed into Tanya for the sake of a new character. Kitana's model can be seen in Liu Kang's ending, and this would eventually be changed into Tanya. However, Kitana would later make it into Mortal Kombat Gold, the re-release of MK4, and would share a projectile move with Tanya. Moving on to fact number 7, to build off that last fact, Kitana has a history for stealing moves from other combatants. She has a variation of Tanya's projectile in MK4, as we just spoke about, but she also gains Mileena's ball roll and teleport in Mortal Kombat vs DC, and this wouldn't even be the first time that she takes Mileena's moves. She then very famously got the mournful variation in MKX that gave her Jade's Staff, Glaive, and Shadow Kick, and deconfirmed Jade during the process in the combat cast that showed off Kitana's variations. And then, even more infamously, she was gifted Mileena's Sai in MK11, which also gave her Mileena's teleport kick and Cypher moves. She also gained an original It's not really a command grab, but it's like a two-player animation move where she stabs you with the Sai and then does a crushing blow. That move was never used by Mileena, it was just something Kitana did with her Sai. Mortal Kombat 1 seems to be the first game in a while where Kitana has her own moveset without sharing anyone else's moves, and this, in my opinion, is a really good thing. Like, a really, really good thing, because I remember watching the Kombat cast when Kitana was broken down and they deconfirmed Jade and showed off the Mortal variation, and people were pissed, and then I remember the Kitana and Devora trailer from MK11, where they showed off Kitana using Mileena's Sai, and everyone was pissed. Of course, Mileena eventually made it into MK11, and they didn't really share too many moves aside from the teleport kick and Sai throw, but people were not happy when the Sai showed up, even more so than the drama with the Jade variation. So it's good to see that Kitana has her own full kit in this new game. I unfortunately didn't get a chance to play as her during the beta, so I'll be checking her out day one like everyone else. Anyway guys, moving on to fact number 8. When making Mortal Kombat 2, Kitana's costume, which was also coincidentally Mileena and Jade's costume thanks to editing by John Tobias, was quite troublesome for the team and martial artist playing Kitana, Catalin Zamia. I'm really sorry if I butchered the pronunciation of that name. As the custom swimsuit she was wearing would slip when doing jump kicks, and the top of the costume had to be held up with rubber bands. Even the face mask worn by Zamia had to be taped to her nose to stop it from falling off. This would all translate across to Mileena and Jade with some simple editing, or perhaps not so simple, but probably simple by today's computing abilities. Not to doubt John Tobias's talent in 1993, MK2 is a very well-made game. Moving on to fact number 9, to continue with Zamia's portrayal of MK2 Kitana, the fans used by Kitana during the creation of the game actually belonged to Zamia herself. They were her training fans, and she used them personally to train with them. This clearly made her the perfect candidate for playing the Edenian princess, and coincidentally Mileena as well, and also Jade of course, because, you know, reused animations and all that. The fans themselves were actually made of reflective paper as well, which I'm sure no one believed that they were actually made out of blades, but the more you know. But I actually, when I was reading this online, it was pretty cool to learn that the fans used by Kitana in MK2 weren't something that, you know, Boone and Tobias had to go make, or something that Midway provided. It was something that the actress playing Kitana just happened to own, and was pretty good with using. And that's probably why Kitana is so damn sick in MK2. Moving on to fact number 10, and our final fact of the day, Kitana has appeared in several MK media projects, more than most other characters. She was portrayed by Talisa Soto in the 1995 film, and Soto was one of the few to reprise her role as Kitana in Annihilation. Kitana would then be played by Grey Griffin in the animated Mortal Kombat Legends films, and she also appears in the cartoon Defenders of the Realm as a main character, the web series Mortal Kombat Legacy in both Season 1 and Season 2, kind of as a main character, but that show didn't really have main characters, it was just one episode focused on different characters each time, and several of the classic MK comics, and she will be making her return to live action in WB's Mortal Kombat 2, played by Adeline Rudolph. However, the film is still in early production, and we know no further information about Kitana's role as of right now. Well guys, that brings us to the end of this video. Thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know down in the comments which one of these facts about Kitana was your favorite, and if you're excited to play as her in Mortal Kombat 1. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.